Kansas was already dying. The crops failed year after year, and the sun had gone mad, either scalding the earth or hiding behind thick black clouds like a wounded god. Dorothy Gale wasn't a wide-eyed girl anymore. She was 17, silent, with eyes the color of ash and hands calloused from burying too many things. Dead animals, broken tools, and most recently, her Aunt Em. The twister came not from the sky, but from beneath the soil. It clawed upward, howling like the voices of the damned, and swallowed the farmhouse whole. Dorothy didn't scream when it took her. She welcomed it. When Dorothy awoke, the world had no color. The trees were silver-barked and leafless. The sky was the gray of mourning clothes. Her house had crashed into something soft and wet, something that bled black ichor. The Munchkins weren't cheerful creatures. They were emaciated things with needle teeth and bulbous eyes, speaking in riddles and rhymes as they skittered in the shadows. Munchkins, V.O. You crushed the Witch of the East. We are free, for now. The witch's shoes weren't ruby. They were obsidian, and fused to Dorothy's feet the moment she touched them, sending needles of power into her bones. The shoes whispered in her dreams. The scarecrow was strung on an iron cross in a dead field. Crows picked at the straw that burst from his stitched belly. When Dorothy cut him down, he bled rust. He remembered nothing of his past, only that his head was stuffed with the pages of forgotten grimoires, and that he burned with the desire to know. Do you dream of fire? Because I do. The Hollow Woods. In the forest, they found the Tin Man. But he wasn't hollow, he was trapped. His body had been forged into a prison by the Witch of the West, a mockery of a knight, his heart a cursed locket filled with dying memories of his former love. To move, he had to drink blood. Oil no longer worked. Dorothy gave him a part of herself, just a fingertip, and he wept cold tears before he could walk again. The Beast of the Emerald City. The lion had been king once, before the Emerald City turned to rot. Now he hunted the shadows at the city's edge, wearing a crown of bone and skin. He'd eaten the last wizard who dared claim the throne. He joined Dorothy not out of courage, but because he wanted revenge. Something darker ruled the city now, a false god built of mirrors and machinery, calling itself Oz, feeding on belief, twisting dreams into nightmare. The Emerald City burns. Dorothy led her broken army, Scarecrow, Tin Man, Lion, to the gates. The city was a cathedral of madness, towers grown like tumors, streets paved with the teeth of believers. The people were faceless husks, chanting prayers to nothing. Oz was no man behind a curtain. He was a construct, an old magic bound to ancient gears. A soul once human, now shattered into many personalities that flickered through screens, masks, and smoke. It offered Dorothy a place beside it, a new witch ruling from the void. She refused. They fought. The shoes screamed. The Tin Man shattered. The lion roared as he was dragged into the fire. The Scarecrow sacrificed his mind to lock Oz in an eternal loop. Dorothy stood alone, blood-soaked, no longer a girl. There were no slippers to click, no way back. Kansas was gone, so Dorothy made a new land. She wore the crown of bone. She stitched the Scarecrow anew, oiled the Tin Man with her own blood, and painted stars across the ash-colored sky. And in the heart of Oz, the girl who once sought to go home became the thing that all travelers now feared.